I guess this is part 2, but I do have some pretty little primroses coming up. I can't remember what these guys are called, but they spread like crazy. When there's bees around, the bees come in. Look, there's a wild cat. And now the daffodils are in bloom. These guys get their blossoms wet and they're just so frilly that they lop over. I had to put some rocks around the base to kind of hold them up somewhat, and we've had so much rain they're still falling over. So here's my loquat tree. These blossoms have been exposed to frost and rain. I think they're rotted. Yeah, they're rotted. But I did put a shower cap on it, and I think that I have some in here that are not rotted. So this is kind of an experiment to see if they're gonna work or not. So this one's not wet and rotted, so I don't know. This might be a pollinator, not a female flower that's gonna produce. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, and chicken pasture's starting to grow pretty good. There's a lot of that out front that's taller. You can see the little radishes in there. Those are a foraging radish. They get huge, like a yam, or bigger. And so if you let those grow for like a couple of years in your pasture, then your chickens will come munch them down because there's so much energy in the bulb. As soon as you pull them off the pasture, that will come right back out. So this is all, I can't tell you what's what in here right now because some of this looks like weeds, but I have things that I planted that I'm not familiar with, and it doesn't matter, the chickens will eat all of this. But I like to let the chicken pasture get tall, and then it'll be probably summer, I'll let them go out there. So right now they've got their little pasture on the side. I just love my hellebores. Beautiful little flowers. Some of the first flowers that come out of the garden. And yeah, they come out every year. I've got some other flowers coming up. Spring's here. Oh my goodness, these are going to smell so good here very soon. I can't remember what this is. It's like a honeysuckle or something. But it had some frost damage, so I propped it up with a log here, and I trimmed it. Just too much snow and frost on them this season. I gotta trim those back a little more and thin them. Yeah, here's another one that needs thinned. It did better because it was under the protection of this guy, so it got some snow, but not terrible. Oh no. Eddy's got a chicken coming right for him. What's gonna happen? Oh, he's just Mr. Cool as a cucumber. Yeah. It's rather laughing at him. So I got the chickens in here. Let them go, and all those weeds that go into their beaks will end up in their gizzard, and it'll grind up the seeds, and then I won't have any weed seeds to worry about. And see, I don't have to pick this for them. I can just herd them over here and let them come munch on it, and they'll do all the work, which is about as much work as I can tolerate today. So I'm weeding the garden. And of course their chicken poo goes in here from the kennel. But this is really good. I'm sure there's worms and bugs in there that the girls are finding too. They're stirring stuff around. But I'll get them to work this whole bed and clean this up for me. And yeah, but I don't want you to drift over, hon. So you stay right there and do your thing. Oh, look up, see that Rosemary's putting some flour out. She got a little haircut a while ago, so some of that growth will really push those flowers out now. So that's going to be nice for the bees. Today is about chickens, and let them weed my potato bed. I need to plant some potatoes in here, and again, I'm going to do some new varieties. So I want them to clean this up, and then, Eddie, you're doing so good being outside, little man. We'll get them to clean this up, and I think I just got to rototill it with a little electric tiller, and then I can put some new taters in. That will probably chop up the ones that are in there and spread them, which that doesn't break my heart. Just give me some potatoes one way or another. And I don't want to have to go in there and hand fork this, because that's an awful lot of work. But today we'll do this, and then if the girls eat all the tops off, I can go in there and rototill it, and we won't have any weeds. That'd be perfect. And it's pretty warm out, and a little bit overcast. Yeah. He's at that age where he still runs in the house to go potty in his litter box. It's good discipline, I suppose. Oh, come in here and let the girls work their way down. Some nice chives coming in here. I'm about ready to chop those off and dry them. That'll be good for the kitchen. Yeah, well, your crops are getting full there, girls. I have 2 of these girls that are going to go to another home because I have more eggs than I need. So I'm going to keep 3 of them. That'll be plenty. Lower my feed bill. And another family will have 2 hens ready to lay right now. So it's a good deal. Yeah. Help me weed the garden. Thank you, girls. See, that we should have bees coming out of these hives right now, and I don't think anybody made it through winter. Really. Oh well. Oregon bees are like cut flowers. You buy fresh every spring and expect them to die before the end of the year. It's terrible, but that's how things work here apparently. Alright guys, well, I'm in do very little mode, and the girls have me doing very little, which is awesome. Yep, some nice clover coming in. I took some of the seeds last fall and sprinkled the heads in some of these other areas that had a lot of grass. And then I came out with a rake and I took some big chunks of this real established crabgrass out, and I've been feeding that to the girls, and then hoping like here the clover will come in now. So I should have some more clover with this. I'll keep working on the pasture. And here's the boy over here having fun. He likes being out. He's having a good time. You get kind of cranky, huh, Eddy, when you don't get to go out now? I know. Yeah, good boy. Oh, he's digging something. So the other day, I was calling him, and he wasn't in his yard, and he hides behind this pile back, and he's got a hidey spot. And if it rains, he's back there. But I come out the other day, and he's on the other side of the fence, like, hey, I'm supposed to be here. And I'm like, how did you get through there? And he goes, oh, it was easy, and I just wandered right through there, and I popped right out. See, just like that. Like he was supposed to do it. And I'm like, dude, the fence is for you to be on this side. He's just like, oh, no big deal. I just wandered right through. Kitten. I need to screw that to the side of the shop, and then that'll put an end to that. Yeah, hopefully that'll happen.